Yes, sir. I want to welcome y'all back to the channel. I have some requests. They want me to talk about award predictions for the season. So look no further. I put some stuff together. We're going to talk about it tonight. Today, we're going to start with the Offensive Player of the Year contenders, all right? Now, obviously, you got, three of the best guys right here, three main contenders here. One of these guys, when I start the actual list, one of them is going to be on my official list, but I wanted to switch it up tonight and do things a little bit differently. But let's get on to it. For each award, I'm probably gonna do 4 or 5 contenders that I'm looking at, but I'm gonna start with number 4. We're gonna go from 4 to 1. Let's get to it. Number 4, my little cousin, Zay Flowers. I'm all in on Zay Flowers to have a huge year this year. Okay, every year he's been in the league, he's gotten better. Okay, now he does have a bit of a fumbling problem. He's fumbled in a lot of big games. He fumbled against the Patriots at the end of the game last year. Obviously, he fumbled against the Chiefs in the playoffs in his rookie year. But this is really like a fun and exciting player. 14 yards per catch last year, 1,200 yards, another Pro Bowl appearance. So every year he's improved his receiving by 200 yards. And if he does that this year, he'll be around over 1,400 yards, close to 1,500 yards. I think the Ravens offense should be much improved this year. They struggled last year with Lamar and, injuries and such. But I do expect Zay Flowers to have a big year. All right, and I'm gonna, whether he's in the running or not, I do expect him to creep up on an All-Pro berth potentially this year. Now, next on the list, and I kind of hope this, as a Patriots fan, I kind of hope this doesn't come true with him being in the division, but I do have Devon Achane building on another good year last year, or really his first really elite year last year, and parlaying it into a potential All-Pro appearance this year. He has no competition for targets, for carries, nothing. I mean, it's going to be him or nothing this year. So they're going to spam him to death. Now, whether that works out or not, because they're not really a good roster on paper, I'm not sure. But the head coach just came out last week and said, I'm going to give Achane the ball so much, I hope we have to scrape him up off the field after the game. And to me, that sounds like a lot of usage and a lot of stats, a lot of good numbers here. Last year, I got him at 1,350 rush yards, 488 receiving, and then 12 TDs. All right, so that's good, but I think to get in that OPOY race is going to need more than that. Okay, and I think he's capable of doing that, especially with the added usage he's going to get this upcoming season. Only had 238 attempts last year, so maybe he gets around 315, 305. We'll see. But I do expect big things for Achane this year. This is, as I said in the AFC East video, lightning in a bottle. This is one of the best backs in the league, and he's going to have the backfield all to himself. No Tyreek Hill, no Jalen Waddle, so it's all about him this year. Puka Nacua, man, this guy's knocking on the door. He's so good. It is not like he's not a. I wouldn't say he's a great separator, but he's just always finds a way to get open. His hands are strong at the catch point. He runs routes well. He makes things happen after the catch. He blocks. He really does everything for this Rams team. He proved he can go down the field. Last year, he's at 107 yards per game as a receiver. And really, he probably would have won Offensive Player of the Year if he played all 17 games. He only played 16 games last year. Narrowly missed out on that to JSN. Now, this guy, it's going to be another year. As long as he's not suspended, I'm not sure what's going on with that. But as long as he's not suspended, he's going to get all the targets. Not all the targets, because Devontae going to get a lot of red zone work. But I do expect Puka to get more red zone touches this year, all right? This guy is the engine of this team, man. He really, without him, it's a lot tougher. Stafford's good enough to make it happen without him, and move the ball. But this guy really changes life for that team. He's a mismatch against a lot of players, okay? So I do expect him to have another great season. Maybe if he can turn 10 touchdowns into maybe 14, 16 this year, he'll be right around that mark for Offensive Player of the Year contention. But anyways, let me get to my number 1 contender this year. I'm all in on Jahmyr Gibbs to win Offensive Player of the Year, or at least be the strongest contender. This guy can literally score a touchdown on any play he touches the ball. He's unbelievable. He led the league in touchdowns 2 years ago with 16 rushing touchdowns, 20 from scrimmage in 2024. He had another great year last year. Now, the only thing that could hold him back is, late in the season last year, he did tail off a little bit. He had 220 yards against the Giants in November, and then after that, he only had over 68 yards once after that, and that was an 80-yard performance in week 18. So he's going to have to be more consistent once it gets to the end of the season. It was a lot of a lot of his best games last year, were way over 140 yards, but it wasn't a ton of attempts in those games. 15 attempts, 17 attempts. So can he withstand taking 25, 30 attempts if possible in the game and still be fresh enough to break off those long runs and sustain it for a whole season? Now, I picked the Lions to win their division and be one of the top seeds in the NFC, so that also plays into my decision-making here. I'm expecting this guy to have another great season, okay? And for him to win Offensive Player of the Year, it's going to take what he did last year and more, okay? He wasn't strong at the end of the season, as I said before, and that's what kept him out of all pro talks last year. He had a Pro Bowl, that was good, but for him to ascend, it's going to need more, okay? Last year, I got him at 1,223 rushing and 616 receiving, which is really good, but I'd like to see him around 1,400 and 700, okay? So about 2,100 all-purpose, maybe another however many touchdowns. He had 18, how many touchdowns? I got him at 18 touchdowns last year. Another 18, another 20, he'll be right there, man. So I'm saluting it. This is my pick to win Offensive Player of the Year. A few honorable mentions that I thought about. I had George Pickens here, Lamar Jackson. Obviously, we talked about Chase, but a lot of good guys going to be in the mix this year. But this is my guy, and I'm standing with him.